I wish I can go live, but I cannot give you the mirror image of my picture. So I'm going to show you this video and what this video is about. And I've done this video before, a little bit different. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer um, to um, to understand what I'm doing. What this is I'm going to just show you the picture of the first one. If you notice, there's an 8, a 0, and an 8. And bicycle cards. For what reason does bicycle cards have 808? I don't know. This design was not done on purpose. What are all these squares? All these squares have to do with what happened to the relationship to the Canadian penny. When they removed the penny from the market, they told us, okay, that 1 cent and 2 cent, okay, was free. 1 cent, and I mean, if you went into a store and it was 1 cent and 2 cent, it cost you nothing. But when it's 3 cents, it's 5 cents. But the reality is, nothing starts until number 3, because 3 and 4 will now equal 5. So if we were talking about planets, if we were talking about the cards, if we were talking about the dice, anything to do with 3 and 4, nothing starts with 1 and 2. We have to associate 1 and 2 together to create 3 before anything has a value of 5. Now 6 and 7 is also 5. It is reduced to the nickel. Now if we go 3, 4, 7, and 6 according to numbers, I'm going to show you on my phone. I hope it lasts this long. Let me show you. If we show you my phone, which is blank, for a couple of seconds. Can I get that phone in here? Okay, 3, hold on a second. We're going to have to lower that light, maybe in here. Can we get 3, 4? See that 3, 4, 7, 6? You see it? 3 is on this, 3 and 6, 4 and 7. Well, if we go 365, 47, that's actually the amount of time there is in a year. The opposite way would be 12, 5, 89, and that's the swastika. That's exactly the way the penny works. 1 and 2 will pay the same thing as 8 and 9, and 3 and 6 will pay the same thing as 4 and 7. So isn't that perfect? Perfect. The other thing about this is I'm going to write it down on paper, okay, and I'm going to make it big for you. I'm going to make it real big so it'll be easier. That when you have 1 and 9 and 3 and 7, the center of this is number 5. Now, what number would fit between here and here? It would be 2, 3, and 4. What number would be fit between here and here? Just number 4. What number would fit just over here? Just number 6. You see, if you go, let me point the camera down. This is ridiculous. You don't have to see my face, right? We have 1, and we have 9, we have 3, and we have 7. Number 5 is over here. So in between this area over here will be 2, 3, and 4. And that is your vibration. Over here you will have 6, 7, and 8. F, G, H, the silent G and H that goes together, the vibration. 324 is 18 times 18. The first set of numbers is up to 18, but I don't want to go into that. In between here and here, right, is 4, and in between here and here is 6, right? But the halfway point between 1 and 5 is 3. The halfway point between 3 and 5 is 4. The halfway point between 5 and 7 is 6. And the halfway point between 6 and 9 is 7. Would you believe that 3467, if I can use my calculator, the diameter of the moon in kilometers, this times 1.62 will equal to this number over here. The diameter of the moon in kilometers, if I looked it up, I will find eventually this number. Everyone is off a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but the diameter of the moon is this number over here, 3467. 7 and 3, 10, 4 and 6, 10, 4 and 7, 11, 3 and 6, 9, 9, 11. So this is just basic. This will equal to 21 and be the cube in the deck of cards. These three come together as being the same thing as 666. 7 and 8 have the middle number. In here, this is your vibration of 2, 3, and 4. This will create multiplication. 4 by 3, 12, times 2 is 24, and 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 9, and it's a Greek word, or you can also use it as 911. X and 1 and 1 and X. So this is a basic relationship. And through this relationship, I'm just going to take this down. I'm going to try and see if I can show you this. This is what it actually designs. Let me show it to you on small paper here. It'll create this. Okay. Now, what is this over here? This is where 4 and 7 comes together. This will create, okay, the calculation that will talk about Neptune. It'll talk about Einstein. It'll talk about 1776. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 plus 7 is 11. The total is 39 and 17. The number 3 and 9 will say sky and Saturn skies. Okay, it'll multiply into creating 3 by 9, 27, the red sun, and 1 and 2, equaling to creation. Now, what is 1 and 2 equaling to creation? Because the nothing starts until 3, and then 3 and 4 are the opposite on the cube. Okay, and 3 and 4 are Earth and Mars. 3 times 4 is 12 and 7. It also creates the AI system. You notice the way 8 and 9 come together? Do you notice that inside of this, there's just so many things, I'm not even sometimes sure where to start. You notice the 2 walls of 1 and 1, separation and separation? How about the separation of your digital dots? Should I be actually standing the paper this way? Okay, we're not standing the paper that way. Now, to create this, I come up with this design over here. I make it a little bit bigger. I'm just going to show you what the design looks like. I'm going to have to make it smaller to make it bigger. It actually shows up like this. Now, when you see it at a distance, it shows formation, maybe the dollar sign if you want. This all has to be discussed, what you actually see in your visual arts. I also want to bring up one more thing into this. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me make it smaller and bigger at the same time. This over here, when you take a look at it, do you see the dark pattern in it? I don't want to make it any bigger than that, okay? But you see the pattern in it? The areas in here. If you take a good look, it's going to show like the stop sign area. It's going to show a square here, a square here, a square here, and a square here. It could create the Star of David. It creates DNA linear design. So anyways, I want to go back to this one over here. Now, what I've done to this and what I must do to this is I went 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. What I want to do is eliminate the 3 in this just to show you by overlapping my 3. I need to overlap the 3s. I need to put all of this section together. Okay, all of this section together. If I start overlapping, it'll start to create some sort of a different design. I want to do that here with you right now, where I take, how can I do this? Let me just take this over here, and I'm just going to shift it. Okay, let me just, okay, I think I got that in there properly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit larger to show you that what I did is I did 1, 2, 3. Oh, I made a mistake. Hold on a second. So let me bring it back. I put 1 over 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Now my question is, should I put 1 overlapping 1? And in gematria, 1 and 1 come together. Okay, you notice 2, 5, 8, 8, 5, 2. Should I overlap these? And I will. I'm going to overlap them. I'm going to take 3 and put it over 3. Just going to, okay, now the design really gets screwed up, right? The design gets screwed up. It'll create this section over here where 5 goes into 3 and 6, right? You see the way it shoots in? See the way this area over here, the way the lines cut off, and now this area comes into this area? I'm not exactly sure which way I should do it, if I should just take away all the green lines. We're going to take away all the green lines and make them white, okay? And I'm hoping I can do that with paint. No, I cannot. Once I've enlarged the picture, I can no longer exactly take them off. So I'm going to leave them the way they are. So this is what happens to the dollar. I'm just going to put the camera on me now and speak a little bit. We have the IT system in the moon. We have, I'm a little confused now that I'm not looking at the picture anymore. Well, my mouse just turned over on its own. Inside of this area over here, and this is not perfect, like I said, I'm just following the numbers where 3 and 5 come together. And then over here, we will have number 1, 4, 7, 7, right? Where 5 comes together over here with 7. This is number 8. So we have 3, 5, 7 that comes together. 4 is separated, right? And when you have, I'm just trying to see, did I make a mistake? Yes, 4 and 5 come together over here. 4 and 5 come together. I'm just connecting the numbers. I have to take a look. Just give me a second to take a look. I'm going to put this on pause. Or maybe you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to color it in, and I'm going to let you watch me color it in. I'm going to see if I can get something to hold my camera up while I color it in, and I'm going to color in. Can we see this properly? I'm going to doing the 808. Does it look anything like 808? What is the design? I'm going to have to multiply this design. There's a reason for this. Why didn't I do it any other way? Because I went around 8 and 9. I went in between 1 and 2. You understand? I have to find the reality to this. Should I have gone to here? I'm going to do another drawing where I go and capture the 4 on each side, right? There's got to be another, but there's a reason I went around this. Okay, like I should have went right through here. Right through here. Instead, I went this way because it chopped up. I kept it square. You see, I'm running on 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm separating the other ones. You see the way I have 2 homes here, 2 homes here, and a home here, right? And this one, obviously, it's square, but if I continue on, they're all going to be like this. I'm going to create this, and I'm going to make it a little bit larger. Give me a second. Seems like all my videos are long. I just took a break, and instead of doing it on the paper that I did it, I filled it out here. So as you can see, this is one-dimensional, right? Everything has... The reason why we end up with 808 is because of these empty spaces that block us. I must pass through here, right? This will end up creating a new design. I will design that in the next video. If I hold it a little bit further back, the top and the bottom, which is 8 and 9, and the connecting rods, which is 3 and 6 over here. So if you're creating the H and the I, the separation between H and I is 3 and 6, which represents C and F. It represents the passing heaven, because 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 will create 18 and 9, which is I and R. And I and R will always be 99 and always remain 99. 3 and 6 is what creates it. 3, 6, and 9 are in that rotation of energy, connecting the above as below. And these are the letters 8 and 9, and 8 and 9 is the H and I, the high sky. And no matter which way you do it. It also looks like a race car. 4 cars, the seat, and going forward this way or going backwards. If you want, we can sit in here and do this a little bit longer. We're going to change the yellow into, what kind of code can I go? Purple, because that'll be dark enough. And we're going to connect the, whoop, that's in the wrong area. I said purple, right? So that's going to be purple. And this will be purple, right? And this will be purple. And, whoa. Did I make a mistake over here? This is 9. This is 4, 7. This would have been 1, 4, 7, 7, 4, 1. This would have been 2. I don't think I made a mistake here, but I could have. And now I'm going to have to back this up and see what happened. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. So this one over here is not with that. So we're going to have to change back that color. I hate that I'm doing this. We're going to do it here. Let me see if I got this right. 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, and 6. 3 is here. 3 is no, 1 is here. 1 is here, so we'd have to move this over. 1, 2 is here, and that's right. So this one will end up being purple. That's correct. Sometimes it gets a little confusing, right? This will have to be purple over here. This will all be purple over here. Okay. Now, over here, we're going to get purple. We're going to get purple here. What I am doing right now is connecting the 5 cent and the 10 cents. The 5 cents will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 10 cents will be 8, 9, 0, 1, and 2. And now this is what we have, and it looks like we're going behind and in front. You see the weave? This is the weave of the genes, right? This is the gene weave. This is the way we weave. And it works out perfectly by just changing the penny. And if you notice, we're going to change all these. I don't really want to put them in purple. I'm going to put them all in, I'm not even sure what to put them in. All these 5s. The only thing that's left is number 5, right? And I'm going to use them all in blue. I'm just going to create them all in blue. All the number 5s in blue. I'm going to make another design out of this. So all these is showing us. These are number 5s. All of these are 5s. And I didn't do this on purpose. This is what they did by changing the penny in Canada. That's all that happened. They changed the penny in Canada. So you had 808, and that was a description, right? The base of a design to come out and do this. And if you really want, right, when you watch my videos, just put it on 2 times speed yourself so I can just speed it up just a little bit. Okay? And there you go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the size. I'm going to increase the size of this. by doing this, and I am going to copy, and then I'm going to paste. I'm going to reverse it, right? And now my question is, should I leave it together? Because when I doubled this up, right? When I doubled this up, I now created another row with the same exact numbers. Or should I do it this way? Do you follow what I'm saying? Do I create it this way, right? Or do I create a continuous weave and just connect these together, right? In fact, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to put these closer here. How close do I do it? 1, 2, 1, 2. That will be exactly, let me see. Will that be exactly here? What does it look like on camera? Is this too close to it? I'm not really sure which way to do it. I think it would work better. Let me see. It would work better this way, right? So what I would have to do is I would have to connect this yellow together. So let me connect the yellow together over here on the top. And I'm going to connect the yellow together over here and the yellow together here. And we have a continuous weave, right? But this one is not as thick as this one. So in order to actually do that, what I did is maybe wrong, or is it wrong, right? See, we have this weave over here. So anyways, I'm not sure what to do with it. Maybe I'll make another video and let you watch what I'm doing. I don't know how I ended up with this red over here. This should have been yellow, okay? And that is what the penny does. Now, if you want to see the 8 coming back to 8 again, we would go and take this design over here, and then the design would come to over here. You see, I have to go through this area, right? I have to go through number 5. And then I'd have to, anyway, so just let's leave it at that. You know what I'm talking about? This is the design of 808. This is what's on the bicycle cards. This will create the Levi jeans. Raphael, long enough. Thank you for watching this video. And the system is the moon system. Remember, it's the moon system. I'm going to come back and make another video to explain this video again. Thank you for watching.